Hey everybody, it's time for the Wildcat Way. What's up? Hopefully you guys are all having an awesome Friday. I'm super excited for Labor Day weekend and a nice long weekend. Having Monday off and then back to school again on Tuesday. So just a reminder, we have our Facebook. Please follow us on Facebook. Again, this is where these are going to be live, Facebook, YouTube. Follow our Instagram page at chs.wildcats, and then parents, where hopefully you're getting those weekly newsletters on Sunday that come out and share with you all the things that we got coming up and the important stuff going on here at Columbia High School. All right, we have a busy week next week. Next week we have homecoming, and we have a lot of events coming up here. So the next few things that I have for you is going to be talking about homecoming. So this is something that Coach Katie, Mr. Katie, our athletic director, is putting together. That student fans. So you have an opportunity to earn some gear by attending our home events. We want you to be present in the stands and showing and being loud and proud and showing our school spirit. So you have a chance, stop by the front office, see Mrs. Wine for a punch card. You can go to that event, and when you go into that event, you're going to get your card punched. When you get your card filled up and you bring it back to her, you are going to get some awesome Columbia gear. You know, we're a Nike school, so I imagine that gear is going to be legit with some Nike stuff. So you attend 20 games, you get a free t-shirt. 40 games, you get another t-shirt. And then if you attend 60 games, you're going to earn a sweatshirt. So that's what we got going on there. Next week is homecoming, like I said. So we have our football game next Friday. A lot of events going on leading up to that. Tailgate starts from 5 to 7 o'clock next Friday. We're taking on Canyon Ridge. So we're at Wildcat Field. So the free hamburgers, free burgers. Mr. Wilson Hume and I are going to be flipping some burgers. The first 150 students, free hamburgers, cheeseburgers. We'll have food trucks and games and things like that going on as well at our game. So we want you there. We want you to create that mojo and be there for that Canyon Ridge game. Hey, our football team's 2-0 right now. So we want to be loud and proud and have a chance to go 3-0 as we take on Canyon Ridge. At halftime, we got some cool events going on. The Pass for Cash. So that happens. So you're going to get a chance to pick your target, hit it, and you have a chance of winning some cash. Also, it's a gold out. So we want our student section, our parents, our community members. It's a gold out. We want to see those bleachers nice and yellow and gold. And that's our homecoming theme. So if you can get gold out t-shirts in our front office starting on Tuesday. And then during our halftime, we got the Pass for Cash going on. We got our champion Wild Pride dance team. And then our Columbia High School marching band is going to be in action as well. All right, so our ASB student leaders put together homecoming week and some fun things going on. So again, just a reminder, Monday, we don't have school. So Tuesday, we have Twin Tuesday. So you're going to dress like two people. Wednesday is Worn Out Wednesday. So pajamas, comfy clothes. We have our Powder Puff football game starting at 7:30 and then followed by our bonfire 8:30. And then we have a couple more things on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Friday is going to be our homecoming assembly, spirit assembly before our football game. Then here's the weekly schedule leading up to next week of all of our events. Take a look at that. We have a lot going on. Again, chance to get out there and support our Columbia High School sports teams. All right. We have a very special guest that I want to bring on to you. So Mr. Golden, if you wouldn't mind coming on over. Thanks for taking some time to be with us. So Mr. Golden's our Dean of Students. So I just have a couple of things to ask you. So the start of the school year, how's it going for you? What are some things that you're excited about?
Well, first off, I feel like I'm a celebrity star right now because I'm on TV. But no, I'm excited about the relationships, building relationships with the kids. Some of the older relationships from last year, rekindling those and investing in those. And then, of course, you got new students and building those relationships and, doing what I love to do is empower and help kids understand who they are, where they are, and give them a proper trajectory. And so that's just that pumps in my blood. So I'm excited to be here. I was actually glad to get back to work.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you. So as we start to open up that new school year, what are some things that our students and our families need to be aware of to help with that success? Remember when Mr. Wilson came on last week, we talked about our two main goals, and that's the academics and pushing towards those ISAT tests and those sorts of things, and then attendance, being here. But what are some other things that lead to that are going to help students in the classroom?
I think that really, think about the Wildcat way. I think it's important to understand the notion of respect. That's one of my favorite pillars of the Wildcat way is the respect factor. And so you respect because you show respect to the school, you show respect to your education, you show respect to your parents, your teachers, your fellow classmates, and you let school be school. Let it be what it is. It's not the mall. It's not, the Disneyland or the Roaring Springs. It's school.
Yeah.
And so when you come here, you're coming to school. And sometimes, that's not what you want to do, but the teachers are trained for school. The building is designed for school. Everything that we do here, even all of the other people that are here, the custodians, the cooks, everybody's here for that purpose. And so if you respect that and let that be true to why you're here, then you're experiencing success.
Yeah, and we know that kids, heck, adults, we all go through those things. We got stuff going on outside of school. What are some things that can happen? What do we do, to try to take those big heavy rocks of whatever we got going on and leave them at the door before coming into school, or what do we do if we need some help with any of that?
Well, you got adults in the building that care, and I love when our principal says, he tells a kid every year in the assembly, "I love you." Yeah. And so, really, adults really do care. We know that this is a hard job for adults, and so the fact that they're here, number one, shows you that they care. And so, talk to an adult. If you're having a tough day, say you're having a tough day.
Yeah.
And in my experience, I've had kids tell me, or they ask me, "Hey, Mr. Rowe, what's wrong today?" And that's so meaningful because I'm able to be honest with them and say, I'm having a tough day. And so I think that communicating with adults, communicating with the teachers, using a support system, counselors, administrators, myself, or any other adults, our security team, just communicating when you're having that tough day to help you get your mindset back on what should be for the hours that you're at school.
Yeah, so we have that mentoring system set up just for that, right?
Yeah,
that's awesome. So to help with those academics, that sort of thing, so have those expectations of certain things. We want to dress presentable, right? So we can be focused in the classroom.
Yeah.
What are you seeing? We have some issues with dress code, things like that. What would you like to see us focus on?
Well, this is an educational environment, and so we want to set a certain standard. What people wear at home or on the weekend is their business. That's between them and their parents. But at school, we have a certain standard. So we want to stay away from anything that's affiliated with drugs, alcohol, tobacco, or pornography, or anything that symbolizes that. We want to stay away from those things and not wear those things. Anything related to gang attire, we want to stay away from those things because we want the school to be the school, and we don't want those things to be a distraction. As far as the females are concerned, hey, just cover up and wear appropriate clothing at school.
Yeah, and males too.
Yeah.
We want to make sure everybody's covered up so we can focus in the classroom. Awesome. So we have a new attendance policy. We talked a little bit last week with Mr. Wilson and him. No more than 3 absences in the quarter per class, right? And so we're going to have some more things that roll out, and we're going to share with students ways that we can help and support them.
Right.
We want them to get their credit. And so when that 3rd absence or that 4th absence in that class happens, it's going to show in PowerSchool, NCA, no credit due to attendance.
Yeah.
So there's going to be some things that are going to be coming out soon that we'll be able to share with students.
Yeah. We're gonna be able to have some things time for time that we will help students to be able to recover those absences, but they're going to be work-based.
Yeah.
So the incentive is not to come and sit. The incentive is to come and get some assignments done. And we'll have a system where you'll be able to go to your instructor when you're behind and get a slip and get some work. So you're going to get credit because you're still going to get that seat time by finishing that assignment that you communicated beforehand with that instructor. If you don't have any work to do, then you can do campus beautification. So you're going to work either way, but you're not going to do time for time to sit. It's got to be productive.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. So we'll have a video that rolls out for our staff and for our students so they know. Families will share that with you as well. So we just have pictures taken on Monday and Tuesday for most of our kids that were here. And everybody got their ID badges, their lanyards printed out right away. Why is it important that we that students have their lanyards visible, at least around their necks or at least on their backpacks? What's the importance around that?
Well, we want to create a safe environment for our students and our staff. And so our campus is not open for anybody to just walk on campus. And so you have to have your ID. And, if I know you, then, maybe it's different, or if I recognize your face, but there's so many students here, and, clothing and hats and all that stuff. So I may not know who you are, recognize you, you won't be able to get in the building. And so kids leaving at lunch and going to lunch, upperclassmen going to lunch, upperclassmen going to lunch.
Yeah, 11th to 12th graders, right?
11th to 12th graders only. And so those kids coming and going, and so having an ID allows me to see who they are and that they're allowed to go off campus. And so, but mostly it's safety. We want the school to be safe. We don't want anybody on campus that does not belong on campus, and IDs help us with that. So wear it, put it on your backpack where we can see it. And so we want to start pushing that so that we can all be safe. Yeah,
just like at the front of the school, coming into our office, showing IDs and getting buzzed in that way. It's very similar for our kids. We want that same vibe as well.
I love it.
Okay, some fun questions at the end.
Let's go.
Football season is upon us. We got Columbia's off to a great start, 2-0, baby.
Awesome. I love it.
Hopefully 3-0 after next Friday at Canyon Ridge. But Boise State this Saturday. What's your prediction on Boise State, Washington?
That's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a tough one, but I gotta stick with my team. Go with the blue, but it's going to be a tough one.
Love it. Okay, who's your favorite college team and who's your favorite NFL team?
I'm from Southern California, and I have friends. I have guys that coach there, and so I'm a Trojan. Fight all day, every day. Columbia colors.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, NFL,
man. Listen, since 12 years old, I'm the silver and black. Since I was 12 years old, I've been a silver. I'm a Raider fan all day. I don't care what their record is. I don't care what's going on. I'm cheering for them. In fact, I was at a Raider game last weekend.
Love it. I'm so glad you said that because it's not like you're jumping on the bandwagon because they haven't been good for a while, right?
Yeah, that's a cheap shot.
All right. Hey, love you, man. Thank you so much for all you do for our kids and our families here at Columbia. And we're gonna have a great year, man.
Awesome.
Okay, moving on. So the last thing here, just that reminder of respect. That is our focus for the next few months here. And so respect for September, October, November. It's so cool. Our mentor houses just finished up our respect posters. I went around today, took pictures of them. There'll be some prizes and things like that, but we're going to put together a slideshow so you guys all can see all of the posters, the great job that all of our mentor houses did, and the cool things they came up with. Again, I'm still looking for that business that wants to sponsor some prizes and things like that for our kids and for our staff, centered around respect for the next 4 months. Okay, the show went off without a hit. Some video this time, and that's all thanks to my producer, Will Christensen. He's a senior, showing him the ropes with this. Thank you, Will. Appreciate it. We're going to get better and better each time. All right, Wildcat Nation, we love you guys. That's the Wildcat way. What's up? Thanks, Will.